or two a year, and have more flexibility over when I'm working and when I'm not, because that's really important to me.
Okay, you hear that?
Yes, hi, I'm from Belgium. You know, back in the days when a show like The A-Team was popular, people would paint red stripes on their black vans and dress up as B.A. Baracus at fancy dress parties. I was wondering, do you happen to know, for a show like Lost, what devotees do? How far do they go?
I don't know. I don't ever read anything on the internet so I'm really not aware. I think that they're pretty intense about it. I mean, I think people do get together and they talk about the show a lot. I know that we sell a lot of that Dharma gear, so I don't know, maybe they're dressing up as like in Dharma gear, and I have no idea, really honestly.
Hi Matthew, Donald from Ireland. You grew up famously in a ranch in Wyoming. There's no TV. Not so much that your dad was anti-TV, but more pro-books and reading.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that influenced your acting, your own interest in acting and storytelling on that?
I don't know, I guess, I really did grow up loving books and sort of crawling into the world that books have to offer, and sort of infinite possibilities, and I did really grow up in a very, very remote part of the world, and aside from my brothers, my mom and dad, and finding, using your imagination to entertain yourself, I think was really important to all of us, and I think that maybe that's fueled sort of my fascination with storytelling and being a part of it in any way that I can. I'd say it's possible. I mean, we really encourage our kids to read. We do let them watch a little bit of television. I didn't want to be as hardcore as my old man was, but we really limit it, and I'm really happy. My daughter's 12, and she's finally really got a passion for reading, and she'll just spend hours by herself wrapped up in a story and come out and tell you what's going on. It's pretty cool. It's great.
Just to follow up on that, you studied economics at university, and I understand that you actually interviewed for a job selling stocks. Do you ever regret, say you made the wrong choice professionally?
I don't regret it. I feel so fortunate to have found the thing that I'm doing now, and I really genuinely love it, and I'm continually challenged by it. Every day is a new challenge, every story and every role. So no, I don't regret it. I do have a lot of friends that are working in the business still, and so I wish them. I hope things turn around for the economy in general globally.
Just right here.
Catherine from the UK. Do you think you're going to suffer withdrawal symptoms when you leave Hawaii and all the cast have lost? And what will you miss most?
Yes, there's no question that, we've been working together pretty intensely, and we've sort of in our own little bubble over there on that island for 5 years. So saying goodbye to some of the people from the show is going to be very, very difficult. Be sad. I think, there'll be some relationships. This business is like that. You work together so intensely, and your lives are sort of intertwined in the story and outside of it, and you think you're going to be friends forever, and the reality of all the complexities of life ends up, you really don't see those people very often. So I think that's going to be sad, and I think that that's part of the reason why I'm really focusing on enjoying the next 17 or 18 hours of lots that we're going to make, and how it's all going to come to an end. As far as Hawaii, I've never really been much of a tropical person. I was raised in the mountains, and I really miss 4 seasonal climate. I miss fall and winter and spring, and the change of seasons. And so I'm going to be very excited to move on to that, honestly.
Okay.
Hi, I'm from South Africa. You seem to be interested in pursuing a movie career, but say another show of Lost came around and said, okay, it's going to be fantastic. You almost knew that it was going to go for another 6 seasons, huge success. Would you choose to go back to TV for that?
No.
No.
I really honestly, again, I've done 2 6-year stints on shows, and they've both been shows that I'm incredibly proud of having been a part of, and sort of got to a point in my life where, I'm either going to make it happen the way I want to make it happen, or I'll just do something else.
And what would that something else be?
Those are, there are many things in my life that I'm passionate about. I recently got my pilot's license, and I'm going to be flying a lot. The area that I'm going to be living in the United States of America is just a great place to fly, and I just want to spend a lot of time with my family. So, I really want to make sure that I spend the next 5-10 years either making it happen the way I want to, or there's just other interests that I have.
Okay, right here.
A question about your film career. There is this movie, Bellissimo, that you're working on. I would like to know what you can tell us about the movie, about your role, and maybe when we might see it.
It's a movie I'm developing at Warner Brothers, and it's based on a comic book that's coming out right about now. I think it should be coming out any day, actually, by Oni Press. And the title character, Billy Smoke, he's a guy who's an assassin and has decided that the only way to redeem all of the things that he's done in his life is to eliminate himself, essentially every other assassin on the planet. And so it's based on a comic book. The movie that we're going to make out of it's going to be based in a very connectable reality, and yet be stylized and cool. And we're working on the script right now.
Okay, right here.
Santi Costantino, publicist for Italian Rai Television and journalist for Female Magazine Infinita. The question is for Matthew, you have a special feeling with Italy, so you desire to have a home, a house on Como Lake like George Clooney?
Well, my wife was born and raised in Italy, and I do love Italy very, very much. And we're going to spend most of July there with all of her family. And someday, I think, Margarita and I might have a little place there to spend